If you're a coach, consultant, service provider, online entrepreneur, or you just want to have a great digital presence and avoid looking like you've DIY'd your brand, then keep watching. In this video, I will explain why collaterals are essential for establishing your brand online and how to create your own marketing collaterals using Canva. Whether you're a content creator, a freelancer, or a small business owner, I've made this video to help you stand out from the crowd and make a lasting impression on your audience. What are collaterals in brand design, in marketing? I have here my computer, and I'm gonna read you the definition of what a collateral is. Collaterals in graphic design and marketing are the various materials used to promote a brand or business. These materials include business cards, brochures, flyers, social media posts, and other print or digital media. Collaterals are designed to create consistent brand image and convey the brand message to potential customers. Effective collaterals that are designed cohesively can help you stand out from the competition and make a lasting impression on your customers. Okay, so let's see what makes a good collateral and what are the common mistakes to avoid when creating your own.
What makes a good collateral? First thing is that it has to have clear and consistent messaging so people can start to recognize you. Second thing is high quality visual elements because it's today's world and we're not used to see pixels anymore. So try your best to have the highest quality graphics and pictures that you can possibly find. You would be surprised how many times I've seen people, me included sometimes, that we take pictures and we really don't realize that our phone cameras are super dirty. So please, if you take away one thing from this video is that you please clean your camera before taking a photo. Third characteristic is that it has to be well designed. And I mean, this is self-explanatory. Fourth characteristic is that it has to be engaging and informative content. It has to provide value, really be relevant for your audience, because if not, it's not going to have the impact you want to. So root on your strategy, the content of your marketing collaterals. All right, and what are common mistakes to avoid? The first thing is that you may be confusing your target audience with a different design every time. So let's say that you have one design on LinkedIn and one design on your website and another design on your Instagram posts because you're trying new things, see what sticks, what's not sticking, what's not working, and it's not making you like any favors to do that. So yeah, root again on your strategy, on your visual identity, and keep it simple. Second mistake that you might be making is that you're making them overly complex or cluttering them with information. Let them breathe. Again, keep them simple. You might be lacking value. You may be copying other creators and professionals. And what's sticking with them and what's working with them, it's not really a sure thing that it's gonna work for you because you're trying to find your own voice, your own audience. It's going to require a different strategy that your competitors are using, so try your best not to copy others.
Putting effort on how your brand looks across all different platforms and applications is like making yourself presentable to meet someone. I mean, you wouldn't go to a meeting in your pajamas, right? Let's take fashion as an example. If you start wearing all the same kind of outfits for a long period of time with the same style of accessories, the same colors, or the same silhouettes, you'll start to get recognized by your unique style, right? So branding looks the same. If you repeat something enough times, it becomes a pattern. And people like you and I are very good at recognizing patterns. And what do you want for your business? To be recognized and remembered by the people you're trying to have an impact on. If you're struggling with your brand collaterals, it could be because of these two things.
Have you set up your strategy for how to present yourself and communicate online? If the answer is no, then start there. If the answer is yes, then amazing work. The same way that just some days, just before sleeping, you're like super sure of some decision that you're gonna make in your life, but you wake up the next day not being so sure anymore. If you write it down, you will remember your reasoning and stop guessing. You will be ready to take action. The second reason is that you don't really have a professional looking visual identity for your brand. Maybe you started from the beginning with some templates or DIY your logo, or just weren't ready to invest in a professional designer and you don't really like or feel comfortable on how your brand looks or how it's portraying you online. This is like trying to make a puzzle but with different pieces from different puzzles. I mean, they're not going to match. You can either invest in your brand and have a professional designer hired, or if you just still can't spend that kind of money, save a day away for yourself to really focus on this. Make a list and screenshots of the elements that you like from your website, your Instagram posts, or whatever collaterals that you have. You can use something simple like Keynote on Mac, Google Slides, PowerPoint, or Canva. I mean, it really doesn't have to be complicated.
All right, so now that you have a feeling on how your brand looks, you have your creative vision, let's create a brand board to have your resources right on hand at any time you might need them.
So here's how to do it on Canva. A quick disclaimer is that I don't use Canva a lot, so I'm quite a beginner. I always use Adobe Illustrator. Let's learn it together. My Canva is in Spanish, but yours is gonna be in English. I think it's going to be easy to translate. Our size, it's going to be personalized, our custom size. Our width is gonna be 1080 and height 2000 pixels. Okay, so I'm going to show you a brand board that I have done already in the past. We have our main logos here. We have variations of our logo. We have our color palette with the codes that we can later copy paste, and our fonts and elements, different patterns, our button styles. So we're gonna try to replicate this style of brand board in Canva. The brand that we're making the brand board for is called Floor 50, a cocktail bar that I've done the branding a few months ago. The style is really funky, really colorful. It has lots of personality. Let's start with the logo. So if we have our logos here, logo type, we're going to place it on Canva and we're gonna move it to the top. So this is our logo. Now we have logo variations. And if you have this file, this kind of file, SVG, that means it's vector, and you can in Canva change the color. Now we have our color palette. So I'm going to try to replicate the style that I've showed you before with this circles door shape. We will change the color here, add in a new color, and then we can eyedrop it from the picture that we uploaded. Or Canva automatically selects a color palette from the pictures that you have on the file. And that's handy. We only have now to paste the codes. And we can find them clicking on the element that we want to copy the color on. Oh, by the way, to copy, I'm just dragging the element. I press my Alt key on my keyboard. I think it's looking pretty nice. I think now that we can change our logos. Yes. So fonts. We press the letter T on our keyboard, and this is gonna be the title. This is gonna be the subtitle, and this is gonna be the text. We just have to download it, and that's it.
If you want to download the slides from this video and some additional content, there are gonna be some links in the description box below. All right, I hope you found some golden pearls in this video that will help you strengthen your personal brand. If you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure to comment below and let me know. And until then, see you in the next video.